Hey, Kathy. Hello, gorgeous. Oh, my dear. Here in Denmark, we are going. Hey, Stamp and Play. Oh, Asimo. Hey. Yes. Good to see you, girls. As you can see. Hi, Stampy. You took your vitamins today? Okay. Yeah. So, but that's not bad. Is it? Hey. Phew. Yes, I am in a new spot. And you know what? Isn't it like home? You know what? I am actually in my. This is my storage room, my pile room, spare room. Spare room for crap. No. Actually, this is where I storage everything I have to remove from the basement. It is a big room, Elaine. It is quite a large room, and it's the only place where I sort of can see the space for what I have craft stuff in the basement I have to clear out. Because we have to have these pipes replaced, or what you call it, from the toilet. And that means I have to clear out that room I have in our basement, because this pipe is going through my basement room. And that means nothing is allowed to stand down there. So what I'm actually doing now is I pile it in here. It is a combined sewing room, storage room. In the middle of here, it's, if you can see, yes, it is happening here in September. The 1st of September, they are going to start to remove these. So, okay. Oh, yeah. Lovely. I love storage room. You know what? It's first time I don't even got a notification here that I'm going live. Hello, Mary Jane. Good to see you. Yes. And as you can see, I got some chips, some yogurt, Greek yogurt. And you know what, Elizabeth, my dear, that's why I don't mind showing you girls my storage room here. I mean, I call it a living room. I mean, where you have all your things, your life, and yeah. So right now, every room here is storage. Oh, I love you, Elizabeth. Yeah, exactly, Asimom. And you know what? That's also what I thought. I mean, you are here to see me because when I lower down, yeah, me too, Elizabeth. Oh, say hi to your hamster here in my yeah, and I mean, we are living when we do a craft, right? And you know what? Sometimes, I mean, life is life is too short to only concentrate of, I mean, clean up and come home to an empty apartment. I mean, come on, live. I mean, people today, they have forgotten, a lot of people have forgotten how it is to live. I mean, you work out all day, come home, everything spotless, sit down, too tired. Yeah, exactly, Osimom. I mean, this is a room where you have to live in and do craft. And I mean, yes, yeah, we are sending prayer for help for your help. Boop, boop, boop. Spotlight. Oh, it's the, okay, here it is. And today it's, and prayers. Oh, sorry to hear that. Ouch, Mary Jane. And you know what? See, my kitty has had a new home in there, in that basket is my kitty. So I got her a new little cave. So, but we are sending prayers, Mary Jane. So, yeah, I'm happy he is there too, Mary Jane. It is not fun to be dehydrated. Mm, mm. That is good to hear, Mary Jane. Really good to hear. So we are all sending prayers to Mr. Mary Jane, as we say here, Hubster. Mary Jane's Hubster husband. Yes. So hello, Amber. Ah. Yes, and I'm trying not to get dehydrated by. That is cool. So, did you girls see the title on the upload? Because I have shown you girls something, or I am going to show you. Yeah. Amber's bag. Amber, can you explain why I'm calling this Amber's bags? Do we have a new subby? Exactly, Emma. So when I made the first one, I told Amber, because I was sewing these bags, I'm going to fetch them. And we were making these. Hello, Tris. Yeah, I tried to tell them that, Elizabeth. And it's so good to see you, Kathy and Tris. See, I showed in a video how you made these out of a shower curtain. Can you remember this? Where I was actually stitching these magnificent plastic bags. This, once upon a time, was a shower curtain, and I gave up on it. So, oh my God, I have tried that too, Kathy. I hope it's going to go all right. It is not fun to get these biopsy, I can assure you. Yeah. Hello, cancers. And thank you, Stamp. Yeah, we are sending prayers to you, Kathy. So, and you are welcome. We love you. And Patrice. So, once upon a time, a shower curtain. Now, a craft bag. And I did show you how to stitch it, cut it, and put a zipper into it. As you can see, I am going to show it with this, but we can pretend this is a shower curtain, but to show you, actually, this plastic comes from, as you can see, it has these black rings. So it is one of these, as Tracy told you what it was. So I've actually done here, I got it very cheap in my local Taft, yeah. Oh, you have only brown or blue or greens. Okay. Here in Denmark, we can get it like this. Very cheap. It's actually the cheapest. This is cheaper than the brown and red and other colors. So you're so ugly. No, you never. You never had a shower curtain like that. Oh, Asimo. No, but I have. When I first got my first apartment, I needed a shower curtain, and something to the doors. So I simply went and bought a big one like this. As even it used it for covering up the windows, because light could get in, but you can't see properly through it. So I used it also so for my, what are we saying? Window covers. But Elizabeth, you talked about your Hopster has found where you can actually buy it. Can you order it online? Yes. We always miss you, Emma. Yeah, thank you, Simone. As you can see, that's how I also make them like square bags, like the one I made for Elizabeth. As you can see, like a cube. Yes. So, to make a small bag like this, you make the size you want it into. I won't give you measurement. Yeah. And I am going to show you how you're doing it. But first we need to make these little amber bags here. And I need to see and hope I need to find my Velcro. I got some here. As you can see, I have, this is feminine and masculine Velcro. What you're doing, it is not self-adhesive. So, but you have this wonderful, wonderful carpet tape, right? Doubled adhesive. So what you simply are doing is you are going to make this self-adhesive by simply give it some carpet tape. Yes, maybe I would do that. Okay, because but Elizabeth is going to have a bag tomorrow. Did you know that, Elizabeth? So Elizabeth is going to have a bag named after her, because I am going to say this square one is Elizabeth, the one I sent for Elizabeth. So it's going to be Elizabeth's bags, square bags. Yes, but you know now. So tomorrow it's Elizabeth's square bags. Yes. So yes, Danish Catherine bag. Yes, you will do that. But the other girl, no, it's more like yeah, we can call it Danish Catherine's. This is not good sticking. So but of course you can buy Amber and girls. You can buy these that already are sticky. Yes. Yes, you are, Asimum. Yes, Katie is here. And you don't need a full fancy one like this. So what we are going to do, cut it a little smaller, but I would recommend to buy, you can buy yeah, what you can do is actually buy this with a self-adhesive, so it is easier than use but as you can see, you can use the regular one and use the carpet. Okay. And now we have this. No, that's not Misty. What you're going to do is to put one of each side here. And it doesn't want to stick. Nope. It doesn't want to stick. It doesn't work to make it stick. So what you need to do is to actually buy some that can stick to. Yes. It doesn't work. That won't stick. Okay. Then I need to fetch my glue. Okay, girls, you have one of these. Because we have a problem, and that is that this Velcro is don't want to stick to the self-adhesive here. So if you are not going to use a glue gun, please buy some that, as you can see, it cannot stick to it. I thought you could glue it on with this, but it seems not possible. It won't do that. As you can see, this don't like it. Hello, Sherry. Yes, it is. What I'm going to do here, if I lower you down a little bit and hold it up like this. As you can see in the fish bag, we have a zipper, and this is in Danish Catherine's square boxes is going to have a zipper too. This is the plain one, and this is going to be an Amber's bag. Amber's bag is simply one of these that do not need a stitch, and normally you can get this with a stickiness on it. I thought I could use carpet tape to stick it on, but you can't. So that's why I simply need to, and you can also simply use your hot glue gun for it. And what you're actually doing here, can you see what I'm doing? Is you are sticking it here like this, because when you are going to close it, you have to fold it down like this. So what I'm going to start to do here is simply glue on, and that is not ready yet. Like this. And it needs a little more here. And we go down here. So what I'm going to do is to stick this here. So you have it like this. And you are doing it exact same here. And I'm going to explain you why. When we simply put this on, like this. Okay, bye, Sue. Bye-bye, Sue. So what you're going to do now is you have it on each side. You are simply folding it down like this. And again, simply glue it with the hot glue like this. And voila. And you're doing the same down here. And fold it up like this. And you can of course use the glue gun to do it because it has a strong glue. What you're going to do now is you're simply closing the back like this. Hopefully. Nope. I mean, this is horrible. Why don't it want to do that? Okay. It needs some more heavy duty. It could be because it hasn't been warm enough here. It could easily because it was not warm. Yeah, but I think if you buy it, I think it was because that one was the first one I put on, and the glue wasn't warm enough. So it has cooled down before I have put it on. So sometimes if it's not hot enough, it will simply fall off. See, this is still working here. So it's simply because of the first one hasn't been warm enough, like this. So what we are doing is to close it up like this when the glue is drying. But you can, of course, use E6000, this heavy duty glue, to do it. I don't have that. But as you can see, it sits now. It is perfectly here. As you can see, it was simply because of the glue wasn't hot enough when I put the first one off, so it hasn't been warm enough. But then you close the bag like this. And what you're simply doing, but I think you're right about it needs some heavy duty glue, or the original self-adhesives. So yes, exactly, you will need some. This Velcro is actually some I have left from Life Saving. It is normally used for stitching on life coats, vest coats for boats and stuff like that. But just to show you the idea, because I can assure you the hot glue would melt down here. So, and as you can see, we are going to glue it. And be careful, because that glue turns really, really hot. It's a hot melt glue gun. So And it really do hot melt. I can even see how it actually melts the plastic down. So now we don't need this anymore. Okay, bye, Asimom. Yes. Bye, have a great day. Then you simply trim it up a little bit. Then I got this. This is actually the cheapest duct tape from Dollar Store. So this is from a dollar store, or in our case, Flying Tiger. And you're only using half of it. And simply stitch it on like this to decorate the edges. You can also avoid the gluing and simply use it for closing up. But you don't have to. I mean, I think it's a good idea to sort of stick something onto it. And since it doesn't matter in the button here, I am shouting. Why am I shouting here? I need to be quiet here. See, because you girls can't hear me. Lucky for you, you can shut me down with a mute control. I got it a little not even, but here it is, the amber bag. So, but as you say, you might need some of this strong glue. So what you do is open up like this here and put your stuff into it and simply squeeze it back together like this, and voila, one storage bag without a stitch. Okay, Yvonne. Yes, but I think this is not sticking pretty good for, I mean, it's not happy about stitching this to here. It has to be extremely hot to do it. Yes. It won't stick on this, but try with some self-adhesive. I think that would hold it. Or this E6000. Bye, Emma. Yes, and good night. I would actually say I would take some wood glue or strong glue to make it, but as you can see, it's a pretty good bag, and it's a cool way. You have the Velcro down here, and it doesn't want to stick. Can you see that? So that's how you make a non-sew or ambush bag. No stitching. So yes, we are putting this down here where it belongs. So what you need is some better glue, actually, for doing that. Have a night, sweet dreams, Emma. Thank you, Stamp and Play, and Mary Jane, Emma. You know what, girls? Tonight, we are just told that here in Denmark, we are having the hottest night in 144 years. It hasn't been that hot, warm a night in Denmark. And we are having a night like this. They told it in the news. And it is suffocating, and they have sent out warning to elderly people and for I mean I don't know what you said, but families to keep an eye on the older family members. And I can assure you it's hot. I mean, outside there are 32 degrees, and that is extremely hot for a country like Denmark. And they actually said it in the news, not for in 144 years has it been that hot in a night in July in Denmark. So I can assure you, can you imagine how hot I have in the room? I have the same windows in here, but I have shadow. Yes. But here I don't have sun like I have in the other side. So that's why it's a little cooler in here than in the other side. Yeah. Så kom der. Så kom der. Prinsessen er fin i dag. Hun er så fin. Ja, og så fin. Prinsessen er fin i dag. Hun er så fin, så fin. Fiona, hun er barskenes lille der. Og Fiona, hun lider varmen der. Yeah. Oh, and I can show you my kitty. My kitty is suffocating from heat too. She doesn't like it. I keep brushing her. I mean, so yes. What I'm going to say to you girls and Elizabeth, you and me that don't mind to get a needle and thread, right? I am going to show you how to stitch one of these, but be sure you are getting some better glue to glue the Velcro on like this. So, Elizabeth, we are going to sew one, to stitch one. Yes, we are. And also with Velcro. So we are starting with the flat back. So did Amber see how it was made? No, Vanessa. This is the shower curtain, and this is from some of this. I can't remember what you call it, but it's for, see, like this, to throw our trailer. But this is the shower curtain, and you can also do it with top. Yes, it's a top that I got from our local shop, garden center, Sylvan in Denmark. So it's from Sylvan, very cheap. And this is actually a shower curtain that I have transferred into, and you can also use a shower curtain plastic to make the same bag like this, where you just use the plastic. But be sure, if you get this Velcro, make sure you buy that one that is adhesive, so it had original glue on it, or buy some proper glue to put it on with. See, I am going to use this for some. I am going to make myself some washi tape out of it. So we are going to put it on fabric. Because I thought you could use this, but it seems it's not strong enough to the surface because it ruffled. So, and the same by the glue gun. Now I have some beautiful, beautiful washi tape or fabric tape. As you can see, shiny green, like this. So nothing is wasted here. We don't like to waste things. Thank you, Yvonne. And this is very strong because it is meant to put on a life saving vest for the sea. I was making this boat sailor vests. So, and so you can use either a shower curtain or this top, yes, to make them. So yes, life jackets. Yes, I have stitched life jackets for mask. So that's why it is this white and it has to sit on the clothes, and it's extremely strong. So what you're actually doing is you're taking this and fold it down like this, so you have this fold. Now I'm bending over here and down here, so you can see here, hopefully. And we're doing like this. Nope, we were not doing like this. We're doing like this here. Can you see? I forgot my coffee. So, oh yeah, it just like to play dead. It's exactly right. Did I say hey to Clara and Michelle? So, and as you girls can remember, my sewing machine died. So, my sewing machine is not motored, it's crank handled. So I have to hand crank it. And make sure you're folding it like this, as you can see. It isn't the prettiest seam I have seen here, but you get the idea by stitching it on like this. Hey, River. In the honor of Amber, yes. So, as you can see now, as we did with the other one, we glued the Velcro on to the plastic like this, and then we simply closed it up like this, as you can see here, and simply placed it together like this, and then we glued it and put some in Denmark. It's about 1:40 in the morning. So 20 minutes to 2 o'clock in the middle of the morning. We say early morning here. Some will say night. So it's I am 6 hours ahead of you that live in US. Hello, Nicole. Welcome. So this is stitched on now. And what we are going to do, because we like to have some ribbon. I got some bright turquoise here. And I start always to take it like this, open it up like this here, and stitch inside here in this reel here out in the edge. And I am doing it with contrast colors, so it's actually easier for you to see the stitching. And my old machine is now a hand crank machine, because the other night the motor burned down. Yes, I am. And River, we are having the hottest night in Denmark for 144 years, and I can assure you it's not. Yeah, I killed my machine. Yeah, you can say that. It died on me. It's 62 years old, 64 fact actually. So I said, okay, it burned down because of the heat. So it suddenly died on me. Then you cut it. As you saw, I was trimming the edges so I can fold this over here. And it is simply too hot to sleep. Yes, Vanessa, or you can find a shower curtain. Vanessa, go to your local dollar store and see if they don't have some fancy plastic shower curtain. So outside now it's 33 degrees. So and I can assure you we had a warning in the TV news because of the heat. So yeah. How Kiki? Hello. Okay, and I have now, do you know when you stitch without the bobbin? I have an empty bobbin, yes. The bobbin was empty. And again, you simply stitch it on like this here. Is it anyone I haven't said hello to? I'm just lost in my sewing. And we got Renee. I haven't. So I have stitched it now. I am cutting. I'm trimming the plastic down here. Or the top plastic. And then I simply twist it over like this and stitch it on the other side. And I can tell you girls, I really do miss that motor that burned down to this one. Yes, I have a backup machine. I have the hand crank. I have the old hand crank machine, Deborah. And the other one you could see to the other side is a Sergio. Yes. And here you are. I'm coming to you girls. Hey. That's awesome, Kansas. Yes. And as you can see, now we stitch the Velcro, and you can put some fancy ribbon here. But now you actually got the same as you got here without stitching, where you simply glued the Velcro on and glued it here and decorated it with some cheap dollar store gaffer tape. So I promise you, Lisa. Thank you. So here is the zipper version with the stitch zipper into it like this, out of a shower curtain. This is actually a shower curtain once upon a time from what you call a dollar store. Yes, so do I. Yes, I have loads of nasty people. I can show you. So, but they're Danes. So I told them a little bit. So I said a few words in Danish in the beginning. So it was a little bit a la Michelle. So, and I don't like nasty people. Yep, I was pretty sad and tired. Also because I have some I mean, there are a lot of things going on right now with my son moving a new place. And my son is diagnosed with autism Asperger. And he was told Thursday evening he had to move out where he was living Friday morning, 8 a.m. Yeah. And when you have been, so the entire first day I was home with my son, help packing, got him moved and came home, and I found some nasty messages. Yeah. No, but for a strong person, I think it's easy enough to say don't. But I am not a strong person. Sometimes I have Asperger myself, and I am also suffer for anxiety. So and when I mean, everything is boogling up. It can be too much. But I also is strong enough. I sit down and say, you know what, guys, I don't like you. Why are you doing this, you nasty people? And I am not slowing down or change anything because of it. And if you can't understand to leave me alone, even on the street or something, go beat it. Because I have some people who like what I do. And I am happy that I have somebody to. Hey, Marina. Did I say good? Hi, Marina. Yeah. So that was actually what I was saying in Danish also. So I don't care. I mean, if there are so many channels, yes, you are here for me, and I am here for you that want me here and to show you how to use a top and make your own bags like this. And as you can see, here it is. Nope. See, here it is. Catherine's Danish bags, or what I call them, the same I sent for Elizabeth Brewer. So yes, thank you, Kiki. I am going to stand my. So yes, Lisa, yes. No, exactly. I mean, you don't have to do anything. You're here to chat and ask question, and I'm here if you have a problem with something. And I mean, we are a group of very crafty, mature women that have a low budget. I mean, I don't have a zillion krona or dollars to go and craft for. So I like to show how I craft with nothing. I mean, even my, as you all know, right? I don't know if Kiki has seen. See, I am making my own bubble wrap plastic here inside. These are envelopes with bubble plast here, and it is made out of a flyer from Flying Tiger or some heavy. You send something to someone, and people see, okay, this woman don't eat her own of a old junk mail, and that means you have a, I mean, risk that thing in these are so cheap made, and that's how I do it. I am from Denmark. I am in Denmark, Kiki. So yes. Thank you, Mary Jane. I actually have a video where I show you how I make out of this paper. You can also make it of a good quality of Christmas paper, but I wouldn't recommend it because it seems that when things disappear in the mail, it's because it's looking expensive, and if it's beautiful paper, I think, okay, there's something good in there. But if you use, I mean, like this colorful cheap paper, here's a little boy. This is from Flying Tiger. I mean, that means they will simply ignore them. So I have a video, Mary Jane, how I make them. And this is the bags I have made and stitched for Elizabeth Brewer, square box bags like this. And yes, Lisa, you can use Velcro for these. I am going to show you how to stitch one with a zipper and how to make one where you use the Velcro like this. So I am going to make one of each. Yes, they actually hold a load in here, and you can pack them. Yes, you bet we can. We are going to send you're not good at zippers. That's okay. So I am going to show you with this. So that must be, I don't know. I feel sorry for you, Yvonne. I am sending a guardian angel. Mary Jane, is it where I make the bag here, or is the envelope? You're welcome. I mean, of course, we are supporting each other. So it is really hard. Yes. Hello, Jane. Oh, thank you, Mary Jane. Yeah. You must say hey for your hobby. Yes, because I mean, oh, you do, Kiki? Kiki, where you from? Thank you. Can I ask where you from, Kiki? Oh, are you from New Zealand or Hawaii? You have sent happy mail for Elizabeth Brewer with feathers. Oh, okay, you in USA, Ohio. Okay. Yes. So, and thank you, Kiki. I'm glad to hear that. So, was it useful today? But it is not going to be tonight. But I do have a video. I can actually show you. See what I have done here. As you can see, I can stitch one for you. I have prepared here. That I'm glad to hear that, Amber. See, this is the Amber bag. No stitching. Just make sure you got some good glue or some self-adhesive Velcro. This won't stick to it. Open up like this. Fold it, glue it, and some cheap, what we call Dutch tape or gaffer. In Denmark, we call it gaffer tape. You call it something else. Duct tape. Okay, we call it gaffer. In Denmark, it's gaffer tape. Yes. It's like a silver, like this. It's like a fabric or something. It's from the dollar store. You can also get it much more heavier and more expensive. Of course, it's then a different quality. This has cost 10 krona for this. The original is this. As you can see here, it's a 3M. It's actually from a tool shop. This is the original gaffer, and it's much stronger. I mean, this is really adhesive compared to this. This is a very cheap version, and it is very sticky and very strong, but also very expensive. This has cost about 65 krona for this one, and it's heavy. But as you can see, it's expensive, but this is really something that can hold something. I was actually buying it because I wanted to make one of these mannequins, or what do you call it? But to try, wrap myself into it and cut it up and sort of thing, but gave up on it. And so I don't get that. Yeah, Gorilla Tape, yes. And this is actually the same, what you will call Gorilla Tape. I also think this is no, what you do, did you just realize? Yes. Mm. Where's my packet now? But are you sure he put the wrong country? Didn't you write the country on it? Mm-hmm. But when you write that one on Tracy's, it says England on her address you wrote, right? Mm. Okay. But Amber, it can also be because of they have to sort of take it to Denmark to get it to England because it takes only 4 hours. Yeah. And then it has simply been shipped to Denmark to be put on another okay. That sounds strange. Mm. That is strange. But you know what? That one I got from Kathy. It has a print that says Germany on it. So it could be. It could be like that. Just send it so it has to be reshipped when it comes to Denmark. So when he put it to Denmark, so and I just got some fantastic shiny green fabric washi tape here. Yeah, it's in transit. That means it's going to be shipped. So when it is in transit, that means they are sort of customize it and hopefully it will go out tomorrow. So it is simply waiting See, beautiful, beautiful washi tape. So, yes. Oh, I promised to hear this. Girls, girls. As you can see, I simply taken a page from a flyer, tiger, a big page like this. You can use any sort of a little good quality of paper, and you simply glue this on bubble wrap. I keep shadow for myself like this, and then I fold it over like this, and what I simply do is stick these on here, and to hold it together like this. Do I have one more in here? As you can see, my recycled yellow lemon things. So, did the chat froze or something? Because you got awfully quiet. So, and as you can see, what I simply is doing is to stitch all the way around here and here. If you want to see, it's okay, Kansas. Nice to know you are working and keeping me crafty comfortable. So that means I have invited you in my craft room and join me in my craft, right? See, what I'm going to do is turn it around a little bit. You are crafting too, Renee? Yes? Sounds good. I am going to put you up here. What I'm going to keep doing here. Yes, more happy monkeys. It's from my little shop. What happened now? I mean, these phones are sometimes I believe they have a life of their own, I think. and trim it off like this. That was stupid, but that's how it is. It's okay. You go potty break. So and here we got envelope. And when I have filled it up, I simply close it with some tape like this over. And that means I got an extra one. And that here you can actually see it's a flying tiger. Copenhagen. She just cut her head off like this. And same procedure. You can actually hear this little okay. It's okay, girls. It's nice to have you. I can see you still with me. I mean, it's feel like you are crafting with each other, right? Because we are sort of connected. I mean, and hi, Brenda. Yeah, I mean, I feel it like we are connected. Yes, you hear click, click, click. It's the bubbles in the bubble wrap when I puncture them. That's the click sound. It's when the needle actually puncture these little bubbles when I stitch over it. So I am popping bubbles. Yes. So it gives that little click, click, click sound. Okay, yes. Okay, Brenda. Yeah, but you know what, Brenda? I have sent a packet for Mary. I was actually expecting her to get it today. I mean, it's 2 weeks ago. I was waiting her to have it today. At least it is. I'm sitting here. It has taken about 1.5 week or more. And I was told it should be arrived Friday, like you said there, but she hasn't got it. And it's the same with the packet I sent for Amber. It took a war, as we said, to get there. And it's actually more than 2 weeks. I'm going to tell you a story. The story of Wilma. Was going to go to the world he never Thank you, Cancers. Yes. Oh no. I don't like that, Brenda. Yeah. That's really sucks, Brenda. Mm. Yeah, sadly, some people aren't very, I mean, honest. About when they get something, and that's what I mean about don't get the envelopes to look expensive. Hello, Foxy Brenda. Good to see you. So, okay, girls, are you going to want to see how? Hey, girls, I have an idea. A great idea. Can you remember this here? And when I do like this, and do like this, can you remember I made this? And this is actually what I call my pocket. This is my pocket journal I was making in some of my very first videos. And I was thinking, would you like to see how I stitched the pockets? So, thank you, Yvonne. Yes. And as you can see here is a leftover from the cave I made for the young man Silas that was sitting here, the ribbon. So what I am going to do to show you how I make them in a better video, because I can remember it wasn't so clearly. So, and I did show you how I sort of used these strings, and what I actually did was I'm going to show you. What we have here in Denmark is we have these, hopefully, nope, only one left, only one left. I need to find some more. Yeah. And in Denmark, see, it's called mellemlægspapir. And we buy it in boxes like that with 500 sheets into it. And I open here. And as you can see, it is like this. you call it daily paper, but it's not like yep, but without wax. It is actually for Danish open sandwich. It's like a parchment. So, but it's like a daily paper. As you can see, as the illustration, it shows a Danish open sandwich, but I think it's the same that yes, it's sandwich wrap. Yeah, parchment. It's also say parchment. But I think it's the same as, I don't know if it's the same as daily paper. Yes, exactly. That's what it is. And what I actually do is I take 2 pages of a notebook to make it sturdy, hold them together, and then I simply put it on like this, one in each side. You can't see for the smoke. It's me that's smoking. And here, so I simply have one edge to edge like this. And I'm going to grab here, there was another corner. So I am going to lower you down here. As you can see, I put it to the edge like this and hold it straight and straight to the bottom. And when I feel I have it here, so it follows here, I use this to hold it on place. Like this. And when I have it like this, I am making sure I have it straight. What I'm going to do is I am moving this a little bit. This is some homemade ribbon. You can also buy ribbon as the one I use, but it's quite expensive. So what I have actually done is I have just ripped some fabric strips out of an old pillowcase and folded it like this and ironed it on the iron. So I have simply ironed the sides down and made my own folded ribbon. And what I'm actually doing is I'm starting here, but I am, as you can see, placing it where the book pages start. And then I lift it up like this and put this back on just for a minute and put it in the machine like this. And simply stitch it on. Yeah, a binding. Okay, a binding. Yes. Thank you. Thank you, Deborah. And it's keep annoying me this. It really don't like to be hand cranked. Can you see it's jammed in the machine now? And I see what it just did. It can happen. Yeah, she need oil. And she need a cleaning. But you know what, Kansas? She's dead. She is totally dead. So, yeah. So she cannot stitch on her own now anymore. Okay, yeah. So I'll see. I'll give her some tomorrow. Yeah, I could try sing her a song. Yeah. I think I have something. To see, come back to me. Everything turn back to me. You know what, Brenda? I have thought about that too. I just need to find another machine I can cannibalize that has a motor on the back. Okay, yes. Yeah, I thought about that too, Brenda. But this one here has an outside. The motor is outside, so I am going to see if I can find a new motor. And thanks for the tip with the oil. So as you can see, we have now made the first but yes. So as you can see here, I have now made the pocket like this, and to close it up, I am going to stick a ribbon, but I need a piece more. So I am going to make its partner in crime, as I call it, here. And place one of each side like this. Again, hold it on like this, turn it, and if you're lucky, you have a piece more here that actually fit perfectly. And of course, make sure you have the ribbon folded around all 4 pages. Actually is oh, that sounds good, Foxy. Exactly, Elizabeth. I can assure you. Then I simply just gave her a handle. Hello, Mary. Almost. Amazing grace, oh Lord, I'm saved to you. Oh, thank you, Tris. So, you think so? So, oh, thank you, Elizabeth. Yeah, because we have to be careful. I mean, not to sing. I mean, oh, can you hang on? I need some coffee. So I will put on my invisibility cloak and get some coffee. Her er jeg igen. Hey girls! Så har jeg fået... I love you, I love you. Okay, I don't even want to know it. I don't even want to know it. You have just auctioned away my stuff, right? Oh, it's Mary's. Yes, but there will be a lot of napkins for Mary. Yes. The day is dying in the west. There is a song I want to say. I love da 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 da. Ja, er den her. Og på de med broen, Baba logo i. Billy the Kid. So, oh, really? Yes. Oh, Mary, I'm so happy my packet came today. Have you looked inside it? Oh, I'm happy, happy, happy. Oh, I hope you could use it. I'm so happy, Mary. Oh, I am going to see that. Oh, I'm so happy. Thank you, thank you. I hope I can be to see your live stream tomorrow. So I'll tell you the story of Billy the Kid. I'll tell you the things that this young outlaw did. It was down in the old Mexico long, long ago, when a man's only chance was his own 44. So when Billy the Kid was a very young lad, then old Silver City he went to the bar, way out in the west with a gun in his hand. At the age of 12 years he killed his first man, the Mexican maiden like Billy the Kid. Hey, Mama Bo! Oh! Oh, thank you, Mary. You're so sweet. It's okay, Van. Oh. Oh, Elizabeth, you have to be careful. So, God bless, Ivan. The Mexican maiden liked Billy so well. How many he had there is no expert could tell. While bragging and drinking, he came to his end. Shut down by that girl who once was his friend. Oh, yes, Elizabeth, but you are not getting any lower level, remember? So, you want to hear the story of Billy the Kid? Or are you still auctioning off my things? Ah, my darling Elizabeth. Yeah. Sing it. I'll tell you a story of Billy the Kid. I'll tell you the things that his young Lord did. I was down in old Mexico long, long ago, when a man's only chance was his 44. Yes, when Billy the Kid was a very young lad, in old Silver City he went to the bar, way out in the west with a gun in his hand. At the age of 12 he killed his first man. The Mexican maidens liked Billy so well. How many he had there was no expert could tell. While bragging and drinking, he came to his end. Oh, shut down by a pet girl who once was his friend. Pat Garrett rode up to the window that night. The desert was still and the moonlight was bright. He listened a while as the kid told his tale of shooting the guard of the La Cruz's jail. I rode down the border and wrapped in a dress. I drank to the maidens the happiest day. My picture is posted from Texas to Maine, and women and riding and robbing my game. That's where Billy Brackpat waited outside. Kid said to his maiden, I ain't satisfied. There are 21 men I have put bullets through, and the sheriff's Pat Gary's gonna make 22. Pat Garrett then fired, and his thumb busted crack, and Billy fell dead as he blowed thrown back. Pat rode away, left the kid lying dead. Sad, and it was the last song of Billy the Kid. How did I learn English? I have studied English. Hello, Jean. And speak a lot of Jean English school and studied English. Actually, I have studied English literature or something. So, and that the YouTube was allowed sing a song, folk songs, public, so everybody can sing it, and it's a free. One. In a cavern in a canyon, ex-warrior for mine, dwelled a miner 49er, and his daughter Clementine. So, you're welcome, Mary Jane. I think I have one. Yeah, it's a Danish one. Vi letter med solen fra linjen til polen er sømmen en spire bare fitte. Men jeg kendte en pige i Chichukas rige, hvis elsker Guds hus, for som krudt og kanel. Der var bam, 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 bam. Der var bam, 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 bam. So there was wohin ach der Auge blickte, des so schade wiegte, die waren dieses wohle Werk, des Bordes étogies, lavant aussi des Abend, in der Mondesschein, siegend unter Sande. Hej tomtegutt, hej tomtegutt og slo i glasset og glad og lustig var det. I don't know. You didn't know that, Amber? Barbara Allen? Boo. Not this one. Do you think the song about Barbara Allen? Not in this one, but I have it in another book, Mary. I have Barbara Allen, the song in another book. She's not in that one here. I remember the song. It's a very pretty song, yes. And if you think Billy the Kid isn't enough, I can give you I just need to practice. Yes, Sir James was a lad who killed many a man. He robbed the Glendale train. He stole from the rich, he gave to the poor. He had a hand, a heart, and a brain. Poor Jesse had a wife. Poor Jesse had a wife to mourn for his life. Three children there were brave. But the dirty little coward that shot Mr. Howard had laid Jesse James in his grave. Jesse James was a lad who killed many a man. He robbed the Glendale train. He stole from the rich and he gave to the poor. He had a hand and heart and a brain. Poor Jesse had a wife to mourn. For his life, 3 children there were brave. But the dirty little coward that shot Mr. Howard had laid yesterday in his grave. Jesse James was a man, a friend to the poor. He never seen a man suffer pain. And with his brother Frank, he robbed the Chicago bank and stopped the Glendale train. Poor Jesse James had a wife to mourn. So it's then that's a one is a little. I know more Billy the Kid. So Kumbaya, my lord, Kumbaya, Kumbaraya, Kumbarambaradai. Katzinga, look in the willow, Novia spendia in vis, and sådant ska det då alltid visa. Yes, so let's see if this is going to be all right. I have sung Billy the Kid and some of Jesse James here. So, and I'm going to see if I can find Barbara Allen in another songbook. Hello, Asimon. I thought you were going to bed. What I'm going to do now is I need 4. Okay, now I need power. Just a minute. Have you tried Walmart, Brenda? So I would guess you can get it in a Walmart. No. But we have like you have Walmart, we have Vertex, Bilka, and Vertex and Bilka is actually the same sort of market as Walmart. You can buy fabric and stuff like that. We have Netto, so, and often they have this eyelash very cheap. So, and because I know you guys have more Walmart, and I have seen the Quilting Marine. He often shop in Walmart. So I can also find cheap paint and stuff like that, house paint, and I mean sometimes I have really good stuff for cheap money, and so like your Walmart, we have Bilka. Yeah. Oh, wow, Amber. Bye, Aussie Mom. Go to sleep. See you. Yes. Oh, thank you, Kansas. I have a kitty on my bed. I have a kitty on my bed. Her name is Fiona. Her name is Princess. I have a beautiful kitty and she's on my bed, and so she is. The beauty of all the kitties is my princess on the bed. She's beauty of all the kind. And what the hell is going to mind? This is the most exact. What the hell are you thinking on? So when it does. Oh, it's daytime. Yeah, okay. Yes, I have some technical difficulty. I don't think this guy liked to be hand cranked, but he has to get used to it for a while. Or it could be the thread that is too, yeah, not good. Let's try again. So, so, but you might have a nice day, Aussie Mom. I forgot. Sorry. Yes. Aussie Mom, it's simply because we have the hottest night of. They just said it in the news that Denmark is having the heat. I mean, record by. I mean, have the warmest night since 144 years. So, that's why I'm not sleeping. We have about 35 degrees, Lisa. 35 degrees outside. Yes, history book can be outdated, Amber. So, you can try Google it to Fahrenheit. But the news actually said that we have a heat wave. It's going to be the hottest. Yeah. We have 35 here now. Oh, Amber. Yes. Yeah. Yeah, thankfully, yes. Cancers. Yeah, but I mean, it's amazing with the set that we haven't had a warm night like that for 144. Yes, exactly, Amber, Elizabeth. I mean, in Denmark, it's very much, and I'm not used to it. And I mean, Denmark is not used to hot weather like that, and that's why they actually said about it is the hottest night for 144 years here in Denmark. I mean, we haven't had a heat like that before. So I mean, I have some. I am happy for my big tree. I have a big tree outside, and it does actually stand like this, so there's a little wind, and the branches. I have opened the window here, so it gives a little air, and I have a little air blower. And the beneficial is there's no sun to this side, so this room are a little cooler. Yeah. So it's simply because of this, I think, global heating or something. Definitely not fun. I found some beautiful red. Yeah. Yeah, you can say that, Foxy. It's hot, 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 hula, hula, hot, 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 hot. It's a song of a dream. Na-na-na. And Cecil here. Have a look at the ladies. 4 pages. As you can see, I have made 4 of these like this with pockets. And what I'm going to do now is I'm simply taking them like this. And notice I take 2 pages like this and hold it like this. And I am going to put this baby on a zigzag. I want it to zigzag. So what I'm going to do is keep them tight to each other like this. If I can do it. So why doesn't it want to do what I want it to do? So like this, and then you place it like this and have a ribbon like this. What you're going to do is to stitch it on like this. So you have it like this here. As you can see, I'm going to leave this because we need to fold that on the other side. So what I'm going to do is take these and place it next to it like this. And again, since we need them to stick together, I'll put one of these inside. What I'm going to do is I'm leaving a space between here Yes, Mary. Bye. Okay, girl, and it is actually important when you do it that you sort of remember to turn the pocket the same direction. So, and I think you girls must be tired. So, I am doing this and then I'm going off, but I just want to show you how to make these pages for my pocket junk journal. And I'm going off and I am going out and take a cool shower. Hugs and crafting to you too, Amber. And thank you for coming by. See, when I have done that, so see you later tomorrow, Amber. When I have it like this, as you can see, I have left this ribbon. I simply take it like this here and simply stitching it on here on the back side like this. So I simply make like a double here. So one more stitching, and this time I sincerely hope this will go a little faster, hopefully without any complications. So as you can see, the speed is not pretty good. It keeps jamming. It's the thread that's, I don't know what the wrong with it is. Definitely not caused by oil. That's for sure. So it's going to die firmly. It's going to the junkyard, this one. It is simply going to the junkyard. It's done. It is done. Okay. Du ryger på lospladsen. Du ryger satan med på lospladsen. Okay, girls. It is finally, took a little longer than I have counted with, sorry. 3 hours and 22 minutes. It's 1 hour and 23 minutes more what I have counted on. This is garbage. And here there are the 4 pages. And as you can see, I have already tried that Brenda, but you have to consider that machine is 65 years old. It's a 65-year-old machine, and that means so yes, of course I'm doing that, Elizabeth. It is going to be shredded, but as you can see, the age of it, and I mean, it has been my grandmother's. That thing is older than me. So I think it also has something to do by the length of the needle and stuff like that. So sometimes I have to sit and make them longer because they want a longer one, and the modern one are shorter than, and normally they should sit all round, but you can only buy this with the flat and it's shorter. So, but yes, of course, Elizabeth, I can use all the part for steampunk. I have more sewing machine has graded. Yeah, it is a sentimental machine, yes. But I'll see if I can clean it up. And I was actually thinking about make it into a treadle machine. So skip the, I mean the electricity, and simply make it into a treadle machine, you know, with a instead. So are you ready, Eddies, to see? And here's the book. Voila. And as you can see, I have 1 string, 4 pockets. So if I want to have extra pocket in here, I simply take these 4 pages like this. As you can see, I have stitched 4 together, 2 on each side, and then I simply place it here like this. And or I can simply say, okay, I can simply take these 4, lift them up, push these through here like this. As you can see, voila. Here, as you can see, I just pushed them through here. So now instead of 4 pages, I have 8 pages. Oh yes, I think so too, Mary Jane. Also because there is no motor inside, it's outside. So as you can see, this is actually how I made these pages, but I don't want 8 pages in 1 row. I'd rather have 4. So as you can see, I have stitched them in groups of 4 like this, and simply put a ribbon like this. And that's how I make them. And of course, make sure that you sort of have the pocket the right directions, like this. So you have them like this, 2 in each. You can of course stitch them one by one. So, and this is actually the one I was making, as I told you, on my pocket where I give all my embellishments in, and it's simply gold brown. Somehow, and yes, that's how you make them. The book pages. So all you need is what you call deli paper, this, in sheets, and some old book pages. So, hello again, Clara. And okay, yes, Mary Jane. So did you see it? Hopefully you get something out of it. Oh, I won't forget that. I can assure you that's one of the things I'm very, yeah, don't think about it, Elizabeth. Yeah, forget it, my wonderful Elizabeth. I dream about buying one of your grab bag laces, but yes. But did you see it, Elizabeth? How it turned out? 5/4 like this. Oh yes, Clara, it is still hot, hot, hot. Very hot indeed. So it's like suffocating. I mean, it's really suffocating hot here. Yeah. Yeah, we have 94 or something. Yes. So I hope you have got something out of the many hours. The amber bag, as we call the non-zero bag, or little things, and the stitch bag. So, and even I can show you it's 4 in the morning now. Here in Denmark, it's 4 morning. And I love you, Elizabeth. Yeah, I think it was Brenda. And Brenda said, thank you, Elizabeth, but no. So it's Mary Jane. Yes. So I mentioned this too, but I have to sort of ask if you could send it, if I pay you through PayPal and you send it as a private gift package. Otherwise, it can be quite expensive, Elizabeth, because I have bought that one with the forest collection, and I paid 184 Denmark to you, and for the post office would release my package, I have to pay 186 krona. So totally quite pricey to get my package. So because they have put extra tax on because it's from US. So that's why I was thinking if you get the money and maybe don't put a value label on it because it's pricey for me. It can be a beast for me to order for Etsy, and Etsy had actually, you know what, stopped. Yes, exactly, Clara. And it was simply because it came from Etsy and it had this Etsy label on it. And now I can't order anything because I started to write they don't deliver to Denmark. So I have been in now, and that means that it doesn't go to Denmark. So I have checked, and Etsy don't send for the. So if you're from Denmark, you cannot order. So I cannot order anything from Etsy because I live in Denmark because of all that trouble with I mean, the president have ordered some tax raising and block. Yes, I did. I have bought some see, salty chips. So yeah, but if I go into the Etsy channel, it says yeah. So and that means when I order something, the price has to be very low. And it's actually a customer fee that does it. If it has to go to me, the post office is actually demanding that, and the tax office. The tax demand about 24, and the post office take 160. So, yep. But never mind. I am going to have a shower, and I am so grateful for having you here in my craft room, Craft Disorder. And as you can see, it's filled with creative ideas everywhere. Right, Elizabeth? We have creative ideas. And I'm glad you watched, Foxy, Brenda. And I'm going to show Kansas. I'm cutting out dead cigarettes. Now it's dead. So you're sure? And thank you to all of you wonderful people. You can go to bed and not worry. And I will go and grab a cold shower and lie down with a good book. And I love my Elizabeth Brewer. You are welcome, and thank you for you all for sharing your time with me tonight, and made this hottest night a good night. So I love you all. Kiss, hugs, and bye everyone. And especially thank you to Elizabeth and Mary and all of you wonderful people that showed up. And I'm so pleased that Mary got a package. So night, everyone. Bye. Love you. Night.